Today, the Great Falls of Patterson can produce energy for up to 11,000 homes.
Hi, I'm Lisa Wojcicki. We're here at the 2009 Annual Dog Academy Awards on the red carpet.
We're in the lobby of the Monter Cancer Center, which practically is a forest. As you can imagine, in the morning, there'll be a lot of curious faces coming right here to the New York Stock Exchange, wanting to know what tomorrow brings. This may look like an old country road, but it's the path that so many teens have taken to the lake down the road. Everywhere you look in this house, there is clutter, from one kitchen table to another. Psychologists say that 90% of children that grow up in a cluttered environment are twice as likely to have attention deficit disorder. One of the unique things about the Monter Cancer Center is that patients can relax even when they're being treated.
What's your favorite thing about this event tonight?
I think just how wonderful of a job the North Shore Animal League of the United States does about saving dogs. I myself was fortunate enough they came in and helped some of the dogs.
Live in Wall Street, I'm Lisa Wojcicki, FiOS 1 News. While these are some incredible success stories, organ donation is not a simple process. But once you walk through the doors of the Patient Safety Institute, you're in for a surprise. Now, in the competition, Karen used 3 of these spray paint cans to make Jackson look like a panda.
Lots of folks staying home tonight, staying inside, staying out of the wind, which I hope to do very soon.
Well, how do they produce all that energy? From the falling water.
Any idea? You're gonna get any new dogs, you think, or?
Oh yeah, we will. That's been talking
Thinking
about.
actually adopting a cat next from North Shore.
The patients here may be made of plastic, but they act just like real human beings. Here, I have an infant, and she has different pressure points to live their lives the same way Sigrid does. Now, sitting here in this bed isn't just a piece of plastic. It's a patient who's part of a complex simulation. There's a lot of things that aren't real, like the shelves behind me and the mannequins, but it's actually a lot of real-life scenarios with real people and real emotions. Jackson! Come on! Once Jackson is groomed, he jumps back into Karen's car and heads back home. Looks like it's going to be a very good night here at Cipriani Wall Street. I'm Lisa Wojcicki for FiOS 1 News. Patterson Falls have been providing electricity to more than 11,000 residents for the past 100 years. Coming up, I'll tell you why the city says it's also going to be boosting tourism.
Or actually, the green carpet at Cipriani Wall Street. Stay tuned, we'll have more coming up. If you take a look at the flags behind me, you can see just how strong that wind is. Forecasters are saying winds, depending on where you are, about 5 to 30 miles per hour.
It may be a grim day out here, but with the Patterson Falls being named a National Historic Landmark, the city is hopeful that it will bring a brighter future to the area. But it's just the beginning of the tranquil and serene experience that patients here receive. The needlepoint behind me was done by Clara Von Fisher, and it is estimated to be at least $1 million. It's very clear why they would rather stay home. I'm Lisa Wojcicki here at Cipriani Wall Street. Dogs here were dressed to the K9s.
Stay tuned, I'm Lisa Wojcicki, and I'll bring you more coming up.
23-year-old Dennis Malucerel's life was cut short while trying to save others. But through his death, 5 people have a second chance at life.
It's kind of hard to, I guess, comprehend the fact that somebody's life has to end in order for mine to be extended.
News 12 New Jersey brought you the story of Dennis Malucerel back in November. He was coming to the aid of 2 parishioners at his church that were confronted by a gunman. But in mere seconds, he was shot to death.
His motto was help others, and that's what he did at the end.
And now Dennis will be helping these 5 for the rest of their lives because he was an organ donor.
I'm a mother of 6 and I have 2 grandbabies, and I wasn't sure I was going to ever be able to be with them.
While these are some incredible success stories, organ donation is not a simple process. Looking at the Sharing Network's website, you can see there's 7 steps to getting a transplant and then making sure it's a right match.
What's so unusual here is that just 3 months after all of these gifts of life and the death of their son, they're in a position to be able to do that.
Dennis's family says it's a piece of closure and proof that his mantra will live on.
His Facebook says, if I do what I believe in, even if what I believe in keeps me from breathing. So that's what he was. So he would do anything to help anybody.
In Clifton, Lisa Wojcicki, News 12, New Jersey. The sign says $4.09 for a gallon of gas, but these people are lining up to pay just 99 cents. It's all thanks to the Liquid Church in Morristown.
What we're doing is basically giving people $31, which is the equivalent of 10 gallons of gas at 99 cents a gallon. So when they get up to the front of the line, we're handing them a 20, a 10, and a 1, and just praying for them. And a lot of people are like, is this true? What's the catch?
Pastor Lucas says there is no catch to the $15,000 worth of gas they're giving away.
We have no agenda. We are not trying to convert people. We're not trying to, make a political statement or anything. We literally are trying to say, whether you drive a beat-up Honda or a showroom Hummer, God loves you. That's the point.
It's not just cheap gas that they're offering here today, but they're also giving out a free car wash to people that come by.
Everybody's been wonderful. They're, kind and giving us waters, and we had wonderful waffles while we waited.
That wait was at least an hour for hundreds of drivers, some even arriving as early as 5:30 in the morning, even though the pumps didn't even open until 10.
One of the things we want to do for you guys before you leave here is pray for you.
Drivers could receive prayers, but for the car that ran out of gas waiting in line, unfortunately, they did not come soon enough. With the price of gas these days, the wait might just be worth it. In Morristown, Lisa Wojcicki, News 12, New Jersey. From the outside, it looks like any ordinary ice cream parlor. But on the inside, Holston's in Bloomfield is drawing in customers for more than just its menu.
I come here before because of the feeling I get that Tony Soprano was here and the last scene was here.
Yes, Tony, the father in the famous HBO series based right here in New Jersey.
That aired June 10th, and for the following 2 or 3 months over the summer, we were really busy. People just wanted to come and just trying to find out what happened.
I'm sitting in booth B3. This is exactly where the last scene of The Sopranos was filmed. Tony sitting right here with his family eating onion rings, and that is exactly why business is booming at Holston's.
We also have the Soprano Tour, which comes every Saturday and every Sunday at around 4:30. So we get about 50 people that come in at once, and they sit in the booth, they take pictures, they grab some souvenirs.
And many, like Madeline, have been a fan even before the fame.
It's always been a local landmark. All the kids came here. We used to go to the park, come here after, go ice skating, Brookdale Park, come back here after.
And famous or not, customers new and old can agree on one thing.
I love a milkshake, so I had a milkshake.
Unlike the final scene, hopefully things don't go black after this meal. In Bloomfield, Lisa Wojcicki, News 12, New Jersey.